This evening I have with me Richard. Richard was a previous client of mine. He's returned for a follow-up session. I believe it was about 2 years ago you were with me, Richard. Is that right?
July 2005.
July 2005. And what was your reason for visiting me in...
Well, for about 3 years previous to that, coming up to that July 2000, I was smoking about 40 to 60 cigarettes per day, and I was just really, I couldn't keep going the way I was going.
So you made a decision to stop smoking?
Well, not really, to be honest. I just, my friend gave me his number, and I said, it was a last resort just to try it. Like, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. And, and on that evening, I think it was July the 12th, July the 13th, 12th, and after the session, I didn't smoke again.
What was your, if you could tell us, what was your perception of hypnosis? What did you expect to experience?
Well, to be honest, it was like, I didn't want to have too much high hopes, and I was kind of, I was just hoping it would work, but not over expectant.
Right.
And, but unbelievably,
you were successful afterwards.
And
what did it mean to you? First of all, could you describe what was your experience of hypnosis at that time, if you can recall, just to explain what is it that you felt during the hypnotic state?
Well, it was just a deep relaxed state, and I could hear your.
So you're aware of me talking at all times.
Yeah.
Were you in full control?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, having experienced hypnosis for smoking cessation back then, how did you get on? Can you just explain what your experiences were from the time you left here the last time, and say for the first maybe week or two, how did things unfold for you?
Well, when I walked out the door, I still had a box of cigarettes in my pocket, and I said, I didn't feel too much different than I did going in,
Right.
I said, Jesus, I wonder am I going to smoke? No, we're not. So I said, hold off for half an hour, hold off for an hour, and there was a concert down in town. I met my sister and my relative, and I ended up meeting a friend, and I was there for about 2 hours, and I gave away the cigarettes.
Right.
But I was feeling kind of tired, so I could have been up early in the morning, and I went home, and I went to bed early, and then the next day, I just didn't know how long I'd go, and from that day, it was just unbelievable. Everyone was totally surprised, because they know everyone was saying to me before, like, you have to go, I said, go away, you don't want to be here. And not only myself surprised everyone who know me.
So your friends were surprised as well the fact that you had actually given up the cigarettes.
And they said, it's hope for all of us. They said, because I was such at that time, for the few years before, I'm such a heavy smoker.
Did you recommend hypnosis? Did you find, when people inquired about your success and your experience of hypnosis, did you explain to people that that's what you had tried and that's what you used to help you to give up smoking?
Always when the actual subject came up about smoking, and if I'd always say that about hypnosis, because I still think, I know it's not a miracle because of the method, but it was a miracle to me because I was at lost, the end of, I was on a slippery slope.
Okay, and this is important because a lot of people expect hypnosis to be, the results can be magical, but it's not magic. You also have to be prepared to do your part and assist the whole process along.
Yeah, well, even when I did come in that time in July 2005, I hadn't really decided, I just needed to give up. I didn't really, so, but if you know what I mean, I didn't have to be, I know I had to, if you know what I mean, if I couldn't keep going the way I was going, but I hadn't, but it did,
it was just that help you needed just to break the habit.
I couldn't, not that I tried loads of things to go up, but I couldn't, with my own willpower, give up,
And financially, what did it mean for you by giving up the cigarettes?
I was spending between 80 and 90 euro a week on them.
Okay.
So, I can't do the calculations, but
which would a dollar equivalent would be about maybe $120, $130 a week.
$120 a week, so for like nearly
For 2 years, was it?
nearly 2 years. It will be 2 years this July, like so.
Yeah.
I mean, phenomenal, like, you know, but even that wasn't the main issue,
Reason,
because, I mean, while I was wasting loads of money, I was more worried about
Your health.
Yeah.
And how has your health changed, or can you describe or explain what differences has it meant to your own physical well-being?
Well, because I went back playing sport that I hadn't played in ages. Well, I hadn't, you know, bits and pieces over the years, but I mean, unbelievable, massive difference. Like, and like before, I was like when I was smoking, I was just making sandwiches or something just to have a fag afterwards. You know, you know, I was just tight. You know, I was really, everything was like revolved around the next cigarette.
Yeah. So your eating habits changed, and your physical activity changed, and a lot of other benefits as well.
You just have energy. You're more to do things that you know, and not to be like waiting for the next. You know, it's like 15 minutes gone. Oh, I can have a cigarette. You know what I mean? You can just. It's the freedom, like, you know, and it's a.
So I'd like to take this opportunity just to thank you, Richard, for taking part in this in this interview for the 90-day program that I'm currently working on, and wish you success in the future, and hopefully what we've done this evening will work for you, and that you have continued success as a non-smoker.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
So I trust the information contained in the interview was helpful to you. Now, just to give you some idea of what happens when clients book an appointment with me, my sessions are generally about an hour and a half long. For the first half an hour, I take some time to explain to people exactly what it is that they can expect to experience, what my role will be, but I also give clients an opportunity to ask me any questions that they may have. So if after that half an hour, a person may feel that hypnosis may not be what they're looking for, may not be right for them, well then they can go away and reconsider, and there is no charge for that half hour. However, if a person wishes to pursue the session, then we can do so, and obviously there is a charge for that. So if you have further questions, please feel free to contact me at martin@martinkileyhypnosis.com. That's martin@martinkileyhypnosis.com. So thanks for watching. I hope to be of assistance to you at some point in the future. So until then, take care. Bye.